And yeah, we ended 2024 with a victory on Sorare, and as you can see here, this was the team that brought home the first place to my club. Very happy. Jose Sauri clean sheet against Manchester United. I was so tempted to play Andre Onana here, and as you can see here, he got the 17 pointers, so I'm very happy that I didn't do that. And also Wan-Bissaka, what a player he has been when he have joined West Ham, very happy with him. McAllister, my man, the last player, stepped up and delivered. Finally he is giving something back. I'm not too mad about that reward, looking back at it now at least. And then we have Murphy with an assist, he has been so consistent, and also Jared Bowen with a goal. Fantastic, it was very close at the top. I think second place was 5 points beneath us. And yeah, only a 5 points difference between me and the second place. He had a very good team compared to mine, worth a lot more. One thing that saved me was of course the Wan-Bissaka performance and also the experience we have on him, because we have a Manchester United collection. And also one thing that I got so worried about was McAllister, because in the last 10 or 20 minutes he just ran around and fouled, I think it was John Ayew like 4 times, so he lost a lot of points at the end, but we still managed to finish first. And I want to just show you the tier 1 pool, because as you can see here, it's not even close to how good it was last time we won in Division 3. I think the rewards pool have been so inconsistent, and I think it specifically is because it was a midweek and therefore the pools isn't as good as they normally are when there are weekend game weeks, which doesn't make too much sense because it was only 1 or 2 fixtures that wasn't there. I think it was Arsenal and one other team, but either way we can't complain. We won at the end of the day, and of course now my expectations aren't as high compared to last time around, so that is good in one way. But if we look at the tier 1 pool, Amad Diallo would love, of course, Declan Rice would be brilliant, Caicedo, Pickford, Gravenberch, Kevin De Bruyne. I wouldn't love Kevin De Bruyne. I would really like Robert Sanchez, Anthony Gordon, not Ederson, I would hate him, Dean Henderson, okay, Bernd Leno, okay, Gabriel, okay, Philip Jørgensen, no, please not another McAllister, please stay away. Kepa also no, Matheus Cunha, I would love him, Mark Flecken no, Gakpo yes, Bruno Guimaraes yes, and the rest here is players that I don't want. But first we can just start with the boxes, just get those out of the way. I think this one, yeah, like hopefully we get lucky and then we can also craft on top of the tier 1 reward. It's going to be 1 essence, okay, not the greatest. This one I think should be a lot better. Yeah, it's not as good, but of course it's a classic box, so those aren't too great. And we get 2 level ups. Yeah, that's how it is sometimes, but now we have talked way too much. Come on, please, tap to review what is happening. Forward. It's Nicholas Jackson. Oh my days, like... Oh my days, what are Nicholas Jackson? How is he tier 1? Oh my days, like what? How is he tier 1? Oh my days, like this is what you get from winning on Sorare. Nicholas Jackson, he is currently worth 150. Like this is like so, like this is me just coming top 60 in champ in season division 1. It's like, wow, yeah, yeah, very underwhelming to say the least. Yeah, Nicholas Jackson, one of the lowest ones. I won the division, and I'm getting almost the worst card possible. Let's go on rewards. Let's look at Division 2, because that is also a little bit interesting. PL Classic Rare Division 2, Andre Onana, wow. That is an insane one. And he also, yeah, in Division 2 coming second, William Saliba. Wow. If I would have come second in... Yeah, that is ridiculous. I'm not going to lie, that is actually a little bit ridiculous. And also, if we move down to Division 1, let's see what this Trent 466, that is also pretty decent. And second place got Anthony Gordon. Okay, so looking back at it, it's not great, but like the thing is that where do I use him? And when do I use him? Because his scores are so mediocre. They aren't good at all. So therefore, I'm not sure where to use him, and It's like another reward that isn't worth too much, and it's just a weird one. Because, of course, I will not complain as much as I did before, because my expectations weren't even close to as high as last time I won something major on this game. But, of course, looking at the value of the players, it's not that bad if we can get around 140 euros from him. If we just take it into consideration, the team we actually won him with. If we go to Sorare results, we can go to Gw38. I can just look at him, how much we bought him for. We bought him for, I'm not sure, but he's going for around 90 euros. So if I were to buy him now, he would have cost around 90 euros. And then we have, of course, Wan-Bissaka, which is worth around, I think, 15 to 20 euros. We have McAllister, which is worth around 150 euros. Murphy, which is around 30, 40 euros. And also a Bone, which is around probably 30 euros. This is close to a 30 to 40% ROI, return of investment, on these guys right here all together, which isn't bad. But when you win something, you expect a grand prize. That is what I'm driving towards. And I've seen a lot of discussions on Twitter with McBridge and also Simply Alex when it comes to the division system. And in one way, I think the division system is nice if you have a strong, good gallery, but that is only for the top 1 or 2%. It's so good for them because they are in Division 1, they can just yield cash week in and week out. Actually, if I would have had a good champ in the CC team, I would have just gotten the same return coming top, I think top 40 or top 50 in a like decent game week compared to this winning in the Classic Division 3. Like this, that is how big, or I mean, a big of a difference, yeah, when it comes to in-season and also, of course, Classic season. It's just such a big difference. And also in terms of the value of the cards, in terms of the divisions. If I would have gotten the same score in Division 1, I would have gotten probably 3 or 4 times as much in return. And you could see, yeah, that is up to me, that is for consistency. But it's very hard to have a game like this because there is so much luck involved. Like, I have gotten relegated so many times, players getting injured in warm-ups and etc. And as you can see here also, I will be getting relegated from this one right here. I got the rotation wrong, but like in some of the occasions, Bruno Fernandes gets a red card or Nana makes a mistake. That's life, that is how Sorare is, but I don't think that should affect how you perform in the upcoming game weeks. Although you could argue it should, I'm not sure, but for me personally, I think the division system is so demotivating, especially when I have players that is so inconsistent. I know that if I'm smart and I'm consistent, I can win. I have gotten 3 first places and I'm not gone in profit so far this season. 3 first place finishes. And that is just out of this world. I've never done anything similar to this. And this is in Premier League competitions and also in the biggest competitions out there. And I have in every single occasion gotten the best score throughout the entire region. Especially not now, but I talk specifically about last time around. And that is why I'm getting frustrated, because I feel like I'm doing a lot of the right things, but I have players in my gallery. I have, of course, not as big of a gallery that many other Sorare managers has, so therefore I have a disadvantage. But I know in some of the game weeks I can have an edge if I make the right decisions, and I have done it 3 different times, but in 2 of the occasions it has been in Division 3, so therefore the return hasn't been great at all. But either way, let's just check if we have a special Nicholas Jackson or not. It's going to be, maybe it's a special edition card, I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it with the first glance. It's going to be not a special edition one. Okay, I think I will either way sell him, so it doesn't matter too much. And yeah, leave it in the comments, what do you think about this pull? And I want to make a video specifically about my plan for the future in 2025. This was more of a reward video opening. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm not going to lie, a little bit underwhelming with this one right here, but of course I won't complain. It's around 140 euros at the end of the day. And he has looked better this season, hopefully he can keep it up. But the thing is that I don't know, of course I need forwards, so it's not a bad pull in that way. But it's very hard for me to see a future because he's not an AA player. He's of course under 23, so I can use him after the end of the season. But it's like his scores aren't great either. He of course gets rotated a little bit, so it's very hard for me to like find a place for him. Because currently I can just show you my lineups. Because I think it was game week. Because I have not listed him yet. This actually may be a player that we can use. If we go to Nicholas Jackson here, if we have game week, is it game week 45 or game week 44? Because I think in game week 44 we have some, yeah, in game week 44 I think we have a pretty interesting PL or champ in season setup. Let me show you this one, champ in season, because then we have okay, so we could of course use Andrea Onana, but we will most likely use Łukasz Skorupski or Josesa. And then in defense we have a player like, we have if you scroll down, Harry Maguire playing against Southampton. So we have some decent players here, also Valmer Anton with a very favorable fixture. And also in midfield we have Manuel Ugarte, which will almost certainly play, which, and we also have McAllister here, which is another very interesting one. And then we have the forward option here with Nicholas Jackson, which is very interesting to say the least, because he has Bournemouth at home, which is a pretty good fixture. So I will do some research on Nicholas Jackson, try to find out if he's a player that I should keep or sell. But we need the forward, not the forward that I would have dreamed of or hoped for. But at least we have won something back on McAllister, which was a huge L in my opinion, so I'm also grateful and happy for that. And yeah, as I said, more videos like this will be out in the future. And I also want to just show you how we are currently lining up for this upcoming weekend, or this current weekend. And this is the first team. This is a throwaway lineup in Champ in Season Division 3. This one is the main team this weekend, and on paper it doesn't look too strong, but we have Łukasz Skorupski with a very favorable fixture, Pablo Mari with a new coach, I think he can do very well, Tyreek Mitchell also at home to Southampton, lovely fixture, and also Alexis McAllister away against West Ham, very good one, in my opinion I think he will do very well in that one, and also Dani Mota, yeah. Hopefully he starts and hopefully he can get a goal or two, so we can at least get promoted there, because if we can get promoted in Champ in season, I have some very interesting plans for the future, and specifically about that midweek that I talked briefly about. More videos about my strategy for 2025 will be out, because I have smelled victory now and I'm ready to build on that. And so running further down we have the Manchester United, but I'm just praying that we can get promoted to Division 1, because in Division 1, like, that is where the fun stuff happens. So I want to be there, I want to compete. And we have injuries this game week. We have Mainu getting another yellow card, or was it Ugarte? Yeah, Ugarte getting suspended. And also Bruno Fernandes getting a red card last game. So therefore this team isn't as strong as it should. And I would be a little bit surprised if we get promoted, but fingers crossed. So I just pray for this one. And also this one right here looks pretty good actually. Hopefully we can get promoted here as well. And yeah, very intrigued about this one. And also another team, Frozen Passer. This is a little bit of a throwaway lineup. Hopefully they can perform. Frozen Passer, I'm very excited about this one actually. I think this could do really well. And yeah, now thank you so much for watching today's video. What do you think about the reward? Leave it in the comments. And how have your 2024 been on Sorare? More videos on how my year has been will be out in the future, of course. And also, before we wrap the entire video up, I just want to show you MFL, because they are currently sponsoring some of my videos. And yeah, it has been a lot of fun. If you want to check it out, I would definitely recommend you to use my link first in the description. The season has kicked off, but you can still take a part in the cup and also prepare for the next season. So yeah, it's still a pretty good time to get started. I will have a link first in the description where you can check it out. Basically, it's a game where you collect players from packs, or from buying from other managers, or from scouting and loaning them. And then you can develop them in the development center. You can play them in competitions where you can win rewards such as money. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a division system where you can get promoted and relegated. Each league has a specific table with 12 different in real life players, so you are not playing as a computer, you are playing against other managers, competing for cash prizes and a lot of different fun stuff. There is also a cup now right around the corner, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure about this one, but do your own research before getting into this. It's a lot of fun and I would recommend you to check it out. But now, my name has been Sorare and I will catch you in the next one. Bye bye and take care. Peace.